Alright, and hello, welcome to the channel. This is going to be my first ever video, hence the title. Um, so there's a couple things that I would like to kind of go over. So for me, this is photography, but it's also going to be about history and lifestyle as well. That's pretty important. It's a pretty important mix when you do photography too. Because no matter what country you travel to, you're also going to learn about their culture, no matter what. Um, because it's kind of hard to avoid. You go to Africa, you got to learn their ways. If you go to China, you got to, you know, kind of embrace their culture, and you got to learn too. Because you also got to learn about the laws and all of that to make sure you're not breaking any while you're on your photography excursions through the jungle or you know in the sea. Last thing you want to do is um, get arrested for something that might be not be illegal in your home country, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna break it down in a couple things. So yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. My name's William Mitchell. I'm a nature and wildlife photographer. I am 21 years old. Um, I've been doing wildlife photography for, I think, since 2023. So it's only been 2 years. In the time that I've been doing it though, I've really loved everything, everything about it. I started just going to a park at my local area, shooting robins in the winter, and eventually seeing my first kind of raptor. I've seen the red-tailed hawks before in my life, but that would be my first kind of major find as a photographer. Um, and then eventually from there led to eagles, led to foxes, led to owls, and uh, yeah. So I've been loving my personal journey, but um, now that I've started this, I would also love to kind of bring you guys along with that journey I'm having already. Um, I'm having a video come out either today, tomorrow, next day once this is posted. It's my trip out in Nova Scotia. I tried my best videotaping. Um, it didn't go bad, but it wasn't, I would say, the professional standards. But I am learning because this is a new thing I'm gonna have to learn too. Um, but yeah, so what I want to do is my goal is to kind of open the eyes of what we live in and who we live it with. Which, when I mean who, I mean us and animals. Um, we tend to overlook what we have, and this kind of goes to not even just self-respect, but other people's safety, your safety, the animal safety, the land safety. Like it all ties in. And what I mean by that is, if you go to Yellowstone National Park, there's a couple tourists every year, if not more, because I've never been. There's been a lot of videos of people walking up to a bison and thinking it's a great idea to be right in front of it to try to see if they can pet it. Guess what's the first thing that happens? Bison turns around, looks straight at you dead in the eye, and it's charging. Now, most of the times they give you like a little go. Um, for the most part, it's the situation you're putting yourself in danger and anyone who's behind you in danger too. It's not right, and we got to be more aware than that. So I want to help people learn about that, how to be safe from a farther distance, but also a closer distance, but not too close. Too close is too close. And I know I'm going to be guilty of that at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Definitely not something big. It'll probably be more like an owl or hawk. Probably a hawk. There's a really friendly hawk that I know that I go photograph. He's awesome. But anyways, you'll see him probably around November, December time. Um, yeah, I'm getting off track a little bit. I want to help educate people about animals, safety, fun facts. Um, I also want to have people learn about the history of the areas that I go to. Like with Nova Scotia, there's a couple places that are historical, so I've put some information on that. Um, and it's a journey that I want you guys to be a part of and enjoy with me. I'm also setting out a project. This is probably going to be the biggest project I've put on for myself. And hopefully when I do workshops in the future, I will have that also tied in with my workshop so people can be physically a part of my project. And that's really important. I want people to feel like they're a part of what I do. But yeah, that's kind of the base of everything. For new photographers, I will also be doing, hopefully in the future, more videos about the gear, checking into an airport, or the settings, the basics, the techniques, the just kind of like little tricks and stuff. Of course, adding your own little twist to it, that's always important, even if it comes down to editing too. I know I want to do a little bit of astrophotography as well, so I'm not just doing animals and landscapes, but I'm also adding that astro part of it in too. I think it's a great tie-up between the three. You can get amazing photos from any one of those. The gear that I shoot with most of the time for right now is the body camera. I gotta find my bag. Is the Canon 90D with the Sigma 150 to 600. Overall, an amazing camera for not being a mirrorless. Of course, I would prefer one with eye tracking, and unfortunately this one does not, so I have to be a little more precise, really precise at points. But overall, it's a very, very, very good camera for a budget, and what I mean by budget, it's like 3,000. So don't worry about the price. I'll go over cameras and gear for starters and stuff like that too in the future as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy what I do. I want you guys to feel everything that I do for my videos. I got a lot of learning still to do for photography, but as well as doing video too. And I want everyone to be a family that comes in and watches and subscribes and follows. And when we do a workshop, everyone's family, no matter what. I don't want people treating someone differently, especially in the comments. The last thing I would want is any bad little confrontational stuff in there. There's no point. There's no, there's different opinions, which is fine, but I don't want like a whole back and forth, kind of getting a little bit intense. That's the last thing I want. Just, have some information, teach each other, be open to it. Um, that's important. And yeah, I think that kind of concludes everything. Hopefully, I can do special features with other photographers that do YouTube as well, even ones that don't and may want to start. Um, yeah, I'll see what happens. we we got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of running around to do. But yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit.